There is this line delivered by Steve Jobs: stay hungry, stay foolish. I want to ask, what makes this so universal? Not as a critique, but seeker. The line "stay hungry, stay foolish" was said by him at a graduation ceremony at Stanford, an academic setting where it has relevance. As per online sources, these words are his lived wisdom after being expelled from Apple alongside his cancer diagnosis. In academia, the line has a huge impact. Like stay hungry means stay curious. Stay foolish means don't assume you know it all, have some margin for errors, because the moment you think you are intelligent or you are even clever, you stop learning. Very profound, right? Yes, I too do not deny that, but my question is, how far does this idea travel beyond his life? Oh, yes, the idea has indeed traveled. It has made many people a lot of money through t shirts and posters. It sits comfortably on Pinterest aesthetics. It has worked for people inside Apple who built long careers, and for those who received funding for their businesses, platforms for their thought leadership, or even legitimacy endorsement through Apple, right? In that sense, the quote indeed as a background philosophy traveled far and wide. But what matters is the conditions under which it travels. There is traveling when your basics are taken care of, when there is a safety net, recognition, backing. And then there is traveling without that net, where every mistake costs you stability. Now, let's pause at the advice itself. Stay hungry. You know, in Bengal, we often retrospectively romanticize hardship. But hunger was never poetic for Qazi Nazrul Islam, although known for his poetry. His financial instability did not elevate him spiritually. It damaged his health, shortened his productive years, and left him dependent. Hunger did not sharpen his rebellion, it drained him. And this isn't unique to Bengal. For hungry people everywhere, hunger is not a metaphor for curiosity. It is chronic stress. It is bodily fear. It narrows attention instead of expanding it. I remember nights from my childhood when we went to bed hungry, not starving, but hungry enough to notice. If anyone had told me then to stay hungry, I would have rejected that advice outright. Right? Now, let us take the other half of the phrase. If someone advised you today to stay foolish in a world where artificial intelligence is replacing thousands of jobs every month, right? Would that sound brave or reckless? When skills expire fast and learning curves are unforgiving, believing in staying foolish is not just audacious, it is quite simply foolish. This matters because advice is heard literally before it is heard metaphorically. For people without economic buffers, foolishness is not creative freedom, it is long term damage. Coming from poverty myself, figures like Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar shaped my imagination. Education was not optional, it was the only exit I had. Precision, discipline, seriousness, these were not personality traits, they were survival tools. If someone had told me or my brother to stay foolish, I would have then heard it as someone being dismissive of our struggle, not wanting us to succeed ever, and therefore not come out of our poverty. So advice works within the same plane, not across unequal ones, isn't it? Now, who said you cannot eat if you are not hungry? If you can eat without hunger, then what exactly is the instruction to stay hungry doing? Hunger is not a permanent virtue. It is a temporary signal. Treating it as a moral state already stretches the metaphor too far. Now think about staying foolish. The fear seems to be that if people become too intelligent or too smart, they will turn arrogant or lazy. But are foolish people never arrogant? Are they never lazy? And are all intelligent people automatically arrogant? If that were true, society would not function. It is for many intelligent people who keep the balance in this otherwise precarious world, right? So, where does that leave stay hungry, stay foolish? For some people, at certain moments, it works. It pushes them forward. It keeps fear away. For many others, it sounds beautiful and fits well on posters and speeches. But when this advice is treated as universal, when it is offered without looking at people's lives, risks, or starting points, it becomes dangerous. Hunger is not the same for everyone. Foolishness is not safe for everyone. Now, as a psychologist, when I am at psychiatric hospitals, clinics, and say service centers, I see people who are there because of foolishness, unchecked idealism, naivety, poor judgment that carried real consequences that they were unaware of. And I see others who are there because of hunger, nutritional deficits, chronic deprivation, bodies worn down over time. In those spaces, advising someone to stay hungry or stay foolish would not be insight. It is an insult. It is a denial of the very reality that broke them. Let me know what you think because it's very important to have conversations like this. If you are a person of deep reason and meaning, I look forward to your experience, your reflection on what I discussed so far. So, thank you for your attention. Have a wonderful day.